Hey everybody, welcome once again to our Low on Health year-end review. This one going over the games I played in 2024, in which case, as always, I play a lot of video games.
For 20.
That's basically the main thing I do. So let's go ahead and just get to the long list here. The first of just like the top 9 of the year. So I played roughly 220 games last year. Whoop. The number one being Another Crab's Treasure, which just like the year before this, it was Hi-Fi Rush, like these just little like kind of indie games. Once again, blew Hugh a lot.
I really wouldn't have put that as your number one, but I guess you just
No, I really enjoyed
it.
it. The design is solid. Once again, the accessibility of being able to use a gun at any point
cute.
was just cute. No, it's just a really solid game. And I think a lot of these games, which I never knew existed, pretty much is always like the things I'm always surprised about. The Indiana Jones game was also surprisingly very good. Solid, great presentation.
One,
it was
yeah.
a great story, great everything. The studio, of course, did the Wolfenstein games. They've done a great job. Dredge is kind of like the game that was from the years before that I knew I was wanting to get to eventually, and I basically got it with the Microsoft 3 points.
Dredge was really
And that
cool.
was just really cool.
I would probably enjoy playing that game.
Of course, then we also have the games. Yeah, I mean the games of what can I scoot this over just a little bit. Basically, Little Kitty Big City, which also fun. And that kind of like little Gator game, or kind of like these small, just little cute games. Still Wakes the Deep was very interesting. Like this is the only really big mainstream games on here. Whereas like the Resident Evil 3 make was really really good. And
Dude, Still Wakes the Deep was such a cool game.
No, like a cool like just good walking sim type of just spooky thing, and it was just awesome. Of just like this really cool atmospheric like game.
And cool representation of Irish people too.
Mm-hmm. And just for fun, I do keep track of essentially I replayed 24 games. 7 of the games I bought with Microsoft free points. Apparently 106 were from Xbox free play weekends and games with gold, which, they kind of stopped doing that in 2025. And I think my 2025 game list is going to be significantly less because of that. Game Pass, I played roughly 111 games. So that's usually the main thing I play a lot of the games from. That's also probably going to be down in 2025. But if we look at the very long list of games, which I have here, we'll not go over every single one, but you can kind of see my top ones there.
Star Trekker audio was annoying.
Well, like the thing, I do have honorable mentions, like Return to Grace, which is another good walking sim. Rewinder, which was at like Chinese, like basically point-and-click adventure, very sprite-based. That one was really cool.
It's always a challenge. Like, do I remember you playing this game?
And then Star Trekker was good. And I keep playing through every single version of Dishonored that comes out, which I always enjoy.
Yeah, you do.
9
Souls was really good.
That was really fun to play through.
Yeah.
Did a replay
that was,
of...
what is it, Tau Punk?
Yeah.
I like Tau Punk.
Did a replay of Chrono Cross, because I bought that forever ago, but finally got around to it because a bunch of old Square Enix games, Squaresoft games came to it.
You boot up Brotato every single day for some achievement point thing.
Or from, like, reward points, yeah. We also got Survivor. We have Baldur's Gate 3 here, which I tried for the life of me to get into numerous times. I even bought the collector's edition hoping I was going to like it, and I just couldn't get into it multiple times. Just like with Disco Elysium and other really good games that I know are critically good, they're just not for me for whatever reason. I just have tried multiple times, and you can't just figure it out.
You get so mad playing Baldur's Gate.
And I don't know why. I love, like, choose your own adventures. I love that stuff.
It's not open world, and you can do anything you want in the way that you want it to be. There are some things that you just can't do, and you're like, no, why can't I do it? What do you mean I quite literally have to do this thing that I do not want to do? And you just can't square with that.
Another thing is I did go back and do all of the Gears games, like on the hardcore version of it, just because I was replaying stuff, and they came to Game Pass, and I did that. It was always on Game Pass. There's also just the usual other games. Cloudpunk was another game that I bought with MS points, my free Microsoft points, that was just kind of a very cool, like, cyberpunk
Cloudpunk was cute. I
aesthetic.
like that your doggy was the AI that...
Yeah, it has a really good story. Like, it was just
so
a really
cute.
good game, and very atmospheric. I enjoyed that a bunch. The Final Fantasy Pixel remasters finally came to Xbox, and you got me a gift card for my birthday, and I bought those and replayed through all the Final Fantasies 1 through 6
with accessibility options.
Yeah, with accessibility options.
It's always hilarious to see you like around the maps.
Out of all the Final Fantasies, I actually found 6 to be the not funnest to replay through. But that's just me. A bunch of other replays. As you can see, all these replays for stuff which I enjoyed back in the day. tried again to get in Final Fantasy 14, and I couldn't do it. And then, of course, as we go down here, there's just more and more meh games that were basically either free to play.
Stray Gods was cool, but could have been better.
Yeah, Stray Gods is one of the ones. I find a lot of times when I buy a game with MS points, it really is a 50-50 shot if it's going to be good or not. But at least I try to vet them. Like, they should be good for me. Callisto Protocol wasn't that great. But yeah, most of these things I'm just like, man, you got your classic EA games. There's a hamster game that was moderately interesting. Naruto game. Just basically just not great stuff, which is why I just played to get a couple achievements and get an idea of how it is. I can't remember most of these off the top of my head, even if I attempt to. SpongeBob games, Pyro Trilogy, I guess. But yeah, just roughly like, little bit more than 200 games last year. This year I have a feeling it's going to be a lot less, which is why we've been able to kind of watch more anime and TV now, which we need because that's getting backlogged.
Yeah, there is a ton of stuff to watch this year.
But I also will say, though, this year for 2025, this is 2024 that I was talking about, but 2025 is going to be a very crazy year of picking what games are going to be best with the big...
There have been some absolutely excellent games
but 2024,
in 2025.
So it just makes me think 2024 wasn't that great when you think about it.
No, not really.
Not really. But that's basically what I do. I play video games, and then I rate them so for myself in the future to look at and go like, huh, okay.
You play video games, and I draw.
Yep.
And I listen to your video games.
And
I look at them occasionally.
But that is it for the Low on Health Game of the Year. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time.